Well, we have seen many of those violent protests all across the country in response to George Floyd's death. It's been a heavy weekend here across our country. And not all of the demonstrations we know have been violent. In fact, some cases, law enforcement officers have joined in on those peaceful protests to help in keeping the peace and promote this unity message. Our Jessica Alpern shows us images around the country showing this. Jessica?
We're starting to see these images emerge from demonstrations across the country, and I can tell you it's being met with overwhelming support from those taking a stand. Watch and listen to this video out of Flint, Michigan, as a sheriff there told demonstrators he had taken off his riot gear to stand with them, saying, quote, he wanted to turn this protest into a parade. That decision met with overwhelming support from demonstrators who could be heard chanting this. And they did exactly that in a peaceful protest that lasted several hours. Later in that video, we could see and hear one demonstrator pat the sheriff on the back and say, I appreciate you. From shedding the riot gear and marching to taking a knee in solidarity, these are the images inspiring hope at peaceful protests around the country, including this video from Des Moines, Iowa, where officers took a knee behind the barricade. On the other side of it, demonstrators doing the same thing. Moments later, you could hear one man say, we can go home now.
Are we good? Yes, we're good. Let's go home. Let's go home.
Those we've watched show support, calling what they've watched come out of it in their communities magic.
And we can't forget, on all our police cars across the nation, it says protect and serve.
Yes.
Protect and serve. That means all people. That means all people deserve the same dignity, and you can't call out what's wrong and try to make it right. And that's the magic we saw tonight. And we marched, not 1 ounce of damage. Nobody's arrested. Nobody got hurt. This is the way it's supposed to be.
And locally, we've watched demonstrators keep the peace as crowds have gathered over the weekend in downtown Fort Myers. That's where we also saw demonstrators ask local officers to take a knee and suggest things like more outreach to help build a rapport with the community. Jessica Alpern, Fox 4, in your corner.